Picture a family that has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the birth of nations, and the tides of history. This isn't just any family, it's the British Monarchy. Today, we're diving deep into the saga of this iconic dynasty, tracing its roots from the mists of time to the present day. Are you ready for a journey through centuries of drama, power struggles, and extraordinary characters? In this video, we'll explore the lineage and significant events that have shaped the British royal family. From the earliest kings to modern-day monarchs, we'll uncover the triumphs, tragedies, and transformations that have defined the institution. So grab a cup of tea, and let's embark on this captivating historical journey together. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more incredible stories from history. Now, let's begin. The origins of monarchy. Our story begins long before the word king was ever uttered. Imagine Britain in the early days, a patchwork of tribes and clans, each with its own leaders. The pre-Roman Celtic tribes laid the groundwork for what would eventually become England. But it wasn't until the Romans arrived that the concept of a united kingdom began to take shape. In 43 AD, the Romans invaded, bringing with them roads, cities, and a semblance of governance. This paved the way for a more structured society, although it wasn't until the withdrawal of Roman legions in the early 5th century that the stage was set for the emergence of the Anglo-Saxon kingdoms. Fast forward a few centuries, and we meet Alfred the Great, a figure who is often regarded as the father of the English nation. Imagine a leader who united several kingdoms to fend off Viking invasions, not through sheer might alone, but with wisdom and strategy. Alfred's legacy is not just in battles won, but in the very idea of a united England. The Norman Conquest. Now, let's leap to 1066, a year that would forever change England. William the Conqueror, Duke of Normandy, set his sights on the English crown. His invasion at the Battle of Hastings is one of those pivotal moments in history. Picture the clash of swords, the cries of soldiers, and the uncertainty of a nation. William's victory established a new dynasty and brought feudalism to England. He transformed the landscape, both physically and culturally. Castles sprang up, and the Norman influence reshaped the very fabric of society. The iconic Domesday Book was created, an early survey of England, illustrating the power and control of the new monarchy. William's reign set the stage for future conflicts and transformations, as the idea of monarchy began to evolve, moving from mere conquest to governance. The Plantagenets. As we move into the medieval period, the Plantagenet dynasty takes center stage. This family would dominate English history for over 3 centuries. Picture kings like Henry II, who not only expanded his realm but also laid the groundwork for common law, transforming justice in England. Then we have Richard the Lionheart, the heroic king whose heart was as grand as his deeds in the Crusades. His absence during his reign gave rise to his cunning brother, John, whose misrule led to the signing of the Magna Carta in 1215. This document is often celebrated as the cornerstone of modern democracy, marking the shift from absolute monarchy to a system where the king was subject to the law. The Plantagenets were not just rulers, they were characters in a grand play of politics, betrayal, and ambition. The Wars of the Roses, a bloody civil war between the houses of York and Lancaster, was a direct result of the power struggles within this dynasty, leading to the rise of the Tudor family. The Tudors. Welcome to the Tudor dynasty, a period bursting with drama, intrigue, and iconic figures. Henry VIII is perhaps the most notorious of all the English monarchs. Imagine a king so determined to secure a male heir that he broke away from the Catholic Church, establishing the Church of England. This monumental decision not only changed religion in England, but also altered the course of history. And then there's Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen. Her reign, often regarded as a golden age, saw the flourishing of arts, exploration, and the defeat of the Spanish Armada. Elizabeth was not just a ruler, she was a master of political maneuvering, balancing power and influence while securing her legacy. The Tudors left an indelible mark on English history, symbolizing both the power and peril of monarchy. Their stories are filled with love, betrayal, and the relentless pursuit of power. The Stuarts and the Civil War. As we transition to the Stuart dynasty, the stakes continue to rise. With James I, we see the first monarch of the United Kingdom, as he united England and Scotland. But not all was smooth sailing. Charles I's reign sparked one of the most turbulent periods in British history. The English Civil War. Imagine a nation divided, friends turned into foes, and battles fought not just for territory, but for the very soul of England. The conflict ended with the trial and execution of Charles I, a shocking event that left the monarchy in tatters. For a brief period, England experimented with a republic under Oliver Cromwell, leading to a military rule that would test the very foundations of governance. But the Restoration in 1660 brought the monarchy back, ushering in a new era under Charles II, who was welcomed like a hero. The Hanoverians and the Victorian era. Next, we enter the Hanoverian dynasty with George I. The monarchy faced new challenges, particularly with the American Revolution during George III's reign, which saw the loss of the American colonies. Picture the struggle between maintaining an empire and adapting to changing political landscapes. And then we have Queen Victoria, a monarch who reigned for an astonishing 63 years. Victoria became the embodiment of the British Empire, symbolizing stability and progress. Her reign saw industrial advancements, cultural shifts, and the expansion of the empire. It was a time when the sun never set on British soil. Victoria's legacy is one of both grandeur and complexity, as her family connections across Europe would later play a role in the conflicts of the 20th century. The modern monarchy. As we approach the modern era, we encounter the Windsors, a name that has become synonymous with the British monarchy. During World War I, George V changed the family name from Saxe-Coburg and Gotha to Windsor, symbolizing a new beginning. The abdication crisis of Edward VIII in 1936 was a turning point, as his love for Wallis Simpson forced him to choose between the crown and love. His brother, George VI, stepped in, leading the country through the Second World War. And then came Elizabeth II, the longest reigning monarch in British history. Her reign began in post-war Britain and has spanned decades of change, from the decolonization of Africa to the digital age. Elizabeth adapted the monarchy, ensuring it remained relevant in a rapidly changing world. Today, with Charles III at the helm, the monarchy faces both challenges and opportunities, navigating a modern landscape while honoring its rich history. As we conclude our journey through the history of the British monarchy, we see a tapestry woven with triumphs, trials, and transformative moments. This institution has not only shaped Britain, but also influenced the world. Thank you for joining me on this fascinating exploration. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What part of the monarchy's history fascinates you the most? For more deep dives into historical events and figures, check out our other videos. Until next time, keep exploring the past.